Right, today we are learning about reading graphs and the rectangular coordinate system. I know I've got this when I can read bar graphs and line graphs, define rectangular coordinate system, and plot ordered pairs of numbers, graph paired data to create scatter diagrams and determine correlation, determine whether an ordered pair is a solution given one coordinate of the pair, and find the missing coordinate of an ordered pair solution giving one coordinate of the pair. We have a lot of key vocabulary. You can pause it and read over this. Only new things that I think that you're gonna need to have some information on is the correlation and correlation coefficient. A bar graph consists of a series of bars arranged vertically or horizontally. The following bar graph shows the attendance at each Super Bowl game from 2000 to 2007. So you can see how in a bar graph, it has one specific year. It shows one specific year of information. That's different than a histogram. A histogram has different data ranges that it'll signify. So instead of just like 2000, 2001, 2002, a histogram might say 2000 through 2002 for one piece of information. A line graph consists of a series of points connected by a line. It's also sometimes called a broken line graph. The following line graph shows the attendance at each Super Bowl game from 2000 to 2007. So this is the same piece of information. It's just showing you the difference between the bar graph and a line graph. An ordered pair is a sequence of two numbers where the order of numbers is important. It always goes alphabetically, whether you use an XY as a coordinate or ST or AB or whatever, it's always alphabetically listed. Axis is a horizontal or vertical number line. The origin is the point of intersection between the two axes. Quadrants are regions created by the intersection of two axes. And the location of a point residing in the rectangular coordinate system created by a horizontal x-axis and a vertical y-axis can be described as an ordered pair. Each number in the ordered pair is referred to as a coordinate. To graph the point corresponding to a particular ordered pair XY, you must start at the origin and move X units to the left or the right. If it's positive, you go to the right. If it's negative, you go to the left. Then move Y units up or down, up if it's positive, down if it's negative. And this is an example of a coordinate graph. Note that the order of the coordinates is very important, since -4, 2 and 2, -4 are located in different positions. So if you see, if you're going -4 up 2, that is right here, versus 2, -4 is down in the fourth quadrant. And you'll notice also quadrant 1, quadrant 2, 3, and 4. All right, so example 1 says plot each ordered pair on a Cartesian coordinate system and name the quadrant or axis in which the point is located. All right, so the first one we've got 2, -1 is in the fourth quadrant. So this is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. 0, 5 is on the y-axis, because we're going 0 to the left and right, 5 up. -3, 5 goes to the left 3 and up 5. -2, 0, that is on the x-axis. -12, which is, let's see, right over here, and -4, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be way over there. And 1.5, 1.5 is right in the middle of the first quadrant. Paired data or data that can be represented as an ordered pair. A scatter diagram is the graph of a pair of data as points in the rectangular coordinate system. An ordered pair is a solution of an equation in two variables if replacing the variables by an appropriate values of the ordered pair results in a true statement. So here's what that means. Determine whether 3, -2 is a solution of 2x plus 5y equals 4. We're going to replace the x with 3 and the y with a -2, since your coordinate pairs are x, comma, y. Okay, so I'm going to go 2 times 3. I'm replacing the x with the 3 plus 5. I'm going to replace the y with the -2 equals -4. Now, if this is a solution, that will be a true statement. So 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times -2 is -10. So -4 equals -4. So since that is a true statement, you would say, yes, it is a solution. Okay. Determine whether -1/6 is a solution of this. So again, we're going to replace the x with the -1, replace the y with the 6, and see if it works out. Since that is not true, you would say, no, it is not a solution. Now you do this one for each of these pairs. So determine whether each ordered pair is a solution. So this would be like number 1, number 2, number 3. Go ahead and pause it and work it out. So your answers should be no for number 1 and yes for numbers 2 and 3. Okay, scatter plots or scatter diagrams, the graph of a paired data as points in the rectangular coordinate system. Scatter diagrams can be used to look for patterns and trends or paired data. Correlation is used to determine if the relationship between two variables, and if so, the strength and direction of that relationship. And a correlation coefficient is a measure that is used to describe the strength and direction of a relationship between variables whose data points lie on or near a line. So the closer the correlation coefficient is to 1, the stronger the correlation, okay? If it is, the closer it is to 0, there is no correlation. So again, if you have correlation coefficient is represented by R, if that equals 1, that is a very strong correlation. R equals 0 is no correlation. So if it's positive, so watch, look, like this one, 0.8 is a strong positive. 0.3 is a moderate to weak positive. If it's -0.3, that would mean that it's a weak negative correlation. -0.8 is a strong negative correlation, and -1 is a perfect negative correlation. So use the scatter plots shown below to solve. Okay, so which scatter plot indicates a perfect negative correlation? Which, let's see. So A is a perfect negative, okay? Which scatter plot indicates a perfect positive? That would be B. B is pretty perfect. Okay, which scatter plot best indicates no correlation? So you're just kind of looking like a jumble of things in E. Choose a scatter plot that indicates a strong positive. So B is a perfect positive, right? That's perfect. So D is also pretty strong. C is decent. It's not the best. So perfect, strong, okay. So I would say B or D indicates a strong. So A is perfect. Actually, I would say probably D for a strong positive. Okay, choose a scatter plot that indicates a strong negative. We said A was a perfect negative, right? So then F would be a pretty strong negative correlation. In which scatter plot is R equal to 1? So that would be the perfect positive correlation. If you know one coordinate in an ordered pair that is a solution for an equation, you can find the other coordinate through substitution and solving the resulting equation. So watch. Complete the ordered pair for whatever, so it's solution of the equation. All right, so you know that this is X and this is Y, right? So I'm going to go -2 times 4 plus 4y equals 4, and I'm going to solve for that y. So that would be -8 plus 4y equals 4. Add the 8 to both sides, so you get 4y equals 12. Divide by the 4, and you get y equals 3. So that is how you would complete the ordered pair. Okay, the next one, complete the ordered pair x, -2, so that it is a solution of the equation. So you know that this is y, and we don't know x, that's what we're trying to find. I want you to see how I'm writing that. So y is negative, and there's already a minus sign there. So I know that a double negative changes to a plus 2. So I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides, and then divide by the 4. Simplify that fraction, so x is 1/2. Sorry, there you go. Okay. Now, your turn. Pause it. You should have gotten 12, -3. Okay, number 4. Complete the table for the equation. So this is the same thing, you're just using a table instead. So in A, they give us the x coordinate. So y equals 7 times -2 plus 2. Y equals -14 plus 2. Y would equal -12. So you can put -12. In B, they're giving us y. So 30 equals 7x plus 2. Subtract the 2 from both sides and divide that 7, and you get x equals 4. So that is how you complete the table. And you see we got the right answer. Okay, C, go ahead and pause the video and you try this one. And that should be your answer at the bottom. So I know I've got it when I can read bar graphs and line graphs, define the rectangular coordinate system and plot ordered pairs of numbers, graph pair data to create a scatter diagram and to determine correlation, determine whether an ordered pair is a solution given one coordinate of the pair, find the missing coordinate of an ordered pair solution giving one coordinate of the pair. So describe how you would plot -4, 3, and then in what quadrant does the point lie? So starting at the origin, move 4 units to the left and then 3 units up. Therefore, it would lie in the second quadrant. Describe the difference between a scatter diagram that indicates a positive correlation between the variables and one that indicates a negative correlation. A positive correlation is indicated by an upward trend, a negative is indicated by a downward trend. How can you determine whether an ordered pair such as 3, 1 is a solution of the equation such as 2x minus y equals 5? You would substitute the coordinates from the ordered pair into the equation for the x and the y to see if the resulting equation is true. That is all. Y'all have a fabulous day. If you need help, let me know.